create a group for GL, 4 group: income, expense, asset, and liability. Right? Eventually, we will create a vendor group and customer group as well. When we say group, group controls the field status of the master data. Right? When you create a master data, you know the difference between master and transactional data, right? And the second thing it controls is number ranges. Let me just quickly log on. What's happening here?
ERPQS.
So I want you to write down 2 scenarios. I told you to make a note, but I thought I should make you do the note. So first scenario we have, scenario 1. Once you are ready, I will explain. Client has requested text field required for particular GL account. That is scenario 1. Right? Leave few spaces in between, like 6-7 lines. In the scenario 2 we have client has requested text field required whenever we raise credit note. So so these are 2 scenarios, right? This is what you get as a consultant. Business will request you, okay, we want text field required for this particular GL account. So in scenario 1, how do we go about it? What shall we do? How we can resolve?
Just follow you and resolve it so far.
No, I briefly explained last time.
Go
What
into
can
the
we do?
GL account, then select it, then in the account on the right side, in the options, there will be field status for that particular GL account, and we do the tax as suppress or whatever.
Required, but that will
Reflect
apply
the whole
to
thing.
all the GL accounts.
All the GL.
Then we will copy that, create a new thing, and add it in that, and then we'll do the same process.
Yes.
Copy C.
Flip flop, please.
Yes. Flip flop. Okay. So how do we do it? We will go to fields. You can write this down. Go to field status group. I think T code for that is OB29. OB.
No.
OB20.
23 is for retainer.
I think it's OBC4. 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 We will double check, but write down in the bracket.
Yeah. OBD4 for the account.
Yes. OBC4. Right? So then copy G001 into something. So G099. Let's say G099. G001 to G099.
Field status.
G00. G00.
Right? And then make text field required on G099. And then go to GL master data FS00 T code. GL master data and assign this newly created field status group G099.
Newly created GL group.
The one which we have just copied. Shall I show you as well how it looks like? The rest of all the GL account, right? We don't want that. We just want it for particular GL account, right? So what we did, we went to field status group. We copied G001 into G0099, right? And then we made that field required, and now we are assigning this field here, right? Likewise, if you have a requirement, make another field required, like reference field should be required for another GL account. You can copy it to G098 and assign that field status to another GL code, right? So that is possible.
When we assign the G099, that means it's got two codes assigned with it. G001 as well as G0.
No.
So both
You are
the
removing. You can only have one at a time.
Okay.
Right now we have G001.
Okay.
We will change it to G099. G099.
But if any other special request previously done by different consultant, which was a core requirement or anything which was done in G001, but when we copied, that it comes automatically.
See, I'll
Understood.
explain.
Understood.
I know what you are
understood.
saying. So
We are
here-
copying, so rest of it is already copied, whatever was done by previously. Whatever was
Yes.
done previously.
Yes,
so that is
it-
there already.
it's copied, but what I can tell you here, there are few other fields. Right? Assignment number, you can also make it required. So there can be more than one field. You might have to make it required. Right?
Can we add or delete is forgetting to delete. Can we add any field here on the list of fields?
You can add, but it is not that straightforward, because all these fields are related to database table. Right? If you want to enhance your field status, what you have to do? You have to enhance your table as well with the help of an ABAPer. And you can't just straight add field here. You need a user exit, they call it. It's a programming language they use. It's a kind of functional module. Different kind of user exits are there through which they have to do a programming. ABAPer needs to do a programming. Then
So
only it
if
will
any
come.
requirement comes like that, we need to go to ABAPer.
Yes. So we need extra field. How do we go about it? Right? Okay, now scenario 2. What is scenario 2?
Tax field required whenever raise credit note.
On scenario 2, we have a requirement text field should be required whenever we are doing credit note. So how do we do that?
Credit note, it's an cash entry, like cash in bank. We go in that GL account.
No. It happens via here. Posting key. Last time we have
Oh, we did this. We did
briefly
this, yeah.
discussed.
Yeah.
SAP doesn't understand debits and credit. For GL debit, it's number 40. For GL credit, number 50. Right? customer debit, customer credit, there are different numbers 0, 1, 15, right? 25, 31 vendors, right? I think it's other way around. See, as I can see, 15 incoming payment, yes, 1 and 15 is for customers, as we can see here. So when I double click here, it says this posting key 01, it is used for what? It is used for debit, it is used for customer, right? And here also you can make certain field required, right? For special GL, I am not going too much into this detail because this is stage 2, right? But here also we have field status, right? Here we can make text field required, right? For not in 01, what we will do, we want for GL, so we will go to posting key 50. So what 50 says, credit entry, general ledger account, right? I can double click here. So you can write down the solution. Go to transaction OB41, field posting key in bracket. Transaction OB41, double click on posting key 50. And then click on field status. Click on general data. And then make the text field required. See, few things I would like to highlight here. If this is clear, you never get confused, right? First thing, I'm repeating again, there are number ranges and field status for master data as well as transaction data, right? Listen to this very carefully. Number ranges and field status are there for transactional as well as master data. In master data, we will control it through groups, right? Like we have created the groups which we have created in the chart of account, right? There we are passing the number range as well as we can maintain field status variant. That is for the master data, right? For transactional data, number ranges, where we are getting number ranges from, those who have practiced, they should remember, right? Transactional data, where the number ranges are coming from, through document type.
Document type.
Yes.
So
Document, what is document type? Document type is nothing but different nature of business transaction, right? Customer invoice, vendor invoice, customer credit note, vendor credit note, customer payment, vendor payment, journal posting. These are different transactions and they are called document type, right? Let me show you again the document type. You're watching my keystrokes here.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
Okay, so these are all the document types. So for GL, we have a document type called SA, right? You can double click here. Each and every document type will have number range assigned to it, which we have copied from KP01. Remember last time? So when you post a document, certain document, it automatically generates a document number. Why? Because this number range is assigned to it. In modern day softwares, you are not supposed to delete any transaction. So in SAP you cannot simply delete any transaction. I'm sure in Sage also you cannot delete any transaction. It
We
will,
can delete, but it will always keep the past record. I mean, Sage will keep the past record, so we can
no,
see what
it will come as a red entry,
right.
Yeah, red
it will
entry,
come
yeah.
as a red entry.
right? So yeah, so you in that accounting package which is quite popular in India, Tally,
Yeah, yeah.
in which you can delete the transaction.
Yeah,
And
you
he
can
told
do
me in
anything.
QuickBooks you can also do it. You can delete transaction,
Yeah, you can.
right? But in SAP you cannot delete transaction, right? You can only reverse the transaction. So if you are reversing the transaction, what number range you are going to use? That we are supplying here, right? So here we are mentioning what account types can be used along with this document type. So ADKMS, the account types we have, right? So document type SA is valid for all different account types. It can be used along with asset, customer, vendor, material, GL account. Whereas customer invoice, if I go to customer invoice, which is DR, right? It is not allowed for vendor, as you can see. Also here you can make certain field required during document entry, as you can see, reference number, document header text. See the point, I just repeat what I have said. Number ranges and field status are there for transactional as well as master data. Master data is controlled through groups, the groups which we have created, account groups, right? Number ranges, field status. Here also we have number ranges through document type, right? And we, for data entry, we have got three different controls. First is field status variant, the one which we have just copied, G099, right? That we assign it to master data, but that controls the transactional data. Though we assign it to the GL master data, are you getting me or confused? Sure? It controls the transactional data, right? Second control is posting key. In scenario 1 we have seen, right? With a posting key 50 for credit notes, we can make text field required, right? And the third control we have is on document type. If I make this field required reference number while doing data entry, this field will be required. Sorry, let me turn off my phone. So we have three controls here for document data entry, right? Also, since you have, okay, don't want to say this now. When we create a GL account, I'm sure I have open here
What's the code for that?
FS00. It's easy to do, but you have to understand how it works, right? When you have a GL account, right? GL account derives from chart of account, the groups which you have created, right? So one chart of account can be assigned to multiple company codes. Right? No, not getting. Okay, let me keep it simple. When you create a GL account, imagine your CW01 chart of account is assigned to 4 different company codes, right? You can assign one chart of account to 4 different company codes. But the first screen will remain the same. Imagine in 4 different company code you have got a GL called travel, right? So the first screen will remain the same for all 4 different company code. As you can see, this GL account is created on company code CW01, right? So imagine if there is CW02, 3 and 4. In 4 different company code, this screen, the first screen will remain the same. But this second and third screen is company code specific,
Yeah.
right? In CW01 you want to have GBP, in CW02 you want Euro, in CW03 you want US dollar. So that is possible, right? So last time what we have done, we have seen document type, we have copied number ranges, right? Posting keys we have covered. Right? So today we will move ahead. You have your printout with you, the one which you gave. Can I have one? See, today what we are going to do, we will create required config so that we can post a document, right? So far we have created company code 4 variant, assigned those 4 variants to company code, right? And then what we have done, we have copied number ranges, right? Now we have to create tolerances. What are tolerances? I will going to explain you. So the path for this is financial accounting new, financial accounting basic setting, document, tolerance groups, define tolerance group for employees.
So he's not able to log on.
Who?
He's just saying all passwords are wrong.
Try Joshi ji
I
KPJ.
tried that as well.
Maybe the caps is on.
Caps is on.
Oh, it's on.
Have you practiced so far whatever has been covered?
What did you log on? Training.
So are you all on the same screen?
No.
Okay, this is the path as you can see. Financial accounting new, financial accounting basic setting new,
Then
document.
documents.
Okay, can I ask who has not practiced since last time? Is there anyone? Tina, have you practiced?
I practiced, but not the last.
Bija?
I only practiced 2 hours. That's it. I couldn't
Now,
practice.
who has
it.
created a GL account? As simple
Who
as
has created GL account?
Well,
In
you can
C-
verify that by logging in
create-
from your home HW.
On HW01, who has created GL account?
GL account, you have created. Okay.
I create, but I have some kind of issues with that, which I'm not discussed with you.
Keep calling you.
Okay.
I created so many.
Have you created Palak? No?
So
Define
nobody
tolerance
except
I,
Raj, expert.
so it's no, see, I can continue from here on, but you won't be able to understand. It's like a structured knowledge, right? If you miss one session, you won't understand on next session because have you practiced?
I did, but I just listened and then I didn't do proper practice.
You know, in the first session I said you have to fall in love with SAP. Otherwise it won't happen.
Actually, we are trying to.
Oh, you
What we did,
Busy in everything anyway.
Yagnesh Bhai and Vijay Bhai was far behind when we started. So they wasn't here when we created company and company code. So when last week we sat together and we learned
But like the last week, what we had learned, like you didn't
create a
time,
company and
yeah,
company code.
you
That's
didn't
all.
get the time for the last week.
Yeah.
what I'll do, I
That
will
what
do
is-
only
it's on
3 or 4
YouTube.
steps.
It's on
That's what
YouTube.
is hot in so far.
The
Yeah,
whole
that's
thing is
fine.
on YouTube.
Is it?
The whole thing is on YouTube.
Okay.
I send the link to everyone. Creating
unable-
company codes and
We
all
are
that.
unable to give time to our lover basically. That's what has happened so far. So yes.
No, it won't work like that. You know, if you don't practice, you will forget easily, and then you won't be able to understand from next session onward. I know you all are busy. You have social commitments, but if you're doing it, it's only for 16 to 18 sessions, right? If you give you 100%, then it will be a fun, right?
You know, I mean, my experience, like last all these days, you know, all these weeks, I didn't do anything. Whatever we did here, that's what I did. But since this, from my experience last night, if we come here Sunday morning, if we practice in the Saturday night, it's very fresh. You will
Yeah.
exactly catch word to word
That's
what
what
he's
I
talking
done so
about.
far.
So we can do it maybe hour, 2 hour in the weekday, and night before, like on Saturday night, it would be very good.
But
That's
what
what
I
I
will do
decided
today,
I'll do it
what
from
I will
now
do
onwards.
because there is no point dragging on further. I will do 3-4 steps, right? It's right now 10:15. Let's say about 11:15, and then I want you guys to practice. We will create another company code from scratch, right? And I want you guys to do whatever we have done so far, right? Because there is no point. I mean I don't mind having extra 1 or 2 sessions if it drags on, but it won't be a fun for me if you guys don't understand. And I can see the way you nod. I can see the person has practiced or not. I can tell who has practiced or not. you know. So let's do a couple of steps and then we will start from scratch. Yeah. So tolerance groups for employees. This is the menu path, right? Are you all are at the same level?
Yeah.
Click on this execute button.
Login doesn't matter. You can still work in any company with any login.
Select KP01. It's like you have fully com license, you can drive any car. Select KP01.
Sorry, what is tolerance group?
That I will explain. When you will see the screen, I will explain.
Because what I'm struggling at, to be honest, when we say, okay, create this or post certain things, so what does it mean? That is what I cannot even understand, the terminology. If you can understand those things, it is very easy for us to logically follow the steps.
Apart from tolerance group, do you have difficulty understanding any
Yeah,
other
once-
terminology?
Yeah, once you use the word posting, I mean, of course, I know the posting period, but I don't remember at what stage we used in this session. Posting key. Not very remember. I mean, those are the words that, of course, it is a SAP terminology, but if you know those words,
That's
it is
why-
easy for us
That's
to
why
understand.
you've been nominated for Jargon Busters, right? If
Yeah.
you feel free to shout out because I've been working in SAP since 8 years. Sometimes I won't realize, being a layman, you don't understand that stuff. So just let me know, I will explain. I don't have any problem. Tolerance I can explain. Let me double click here. You don't copy, just stay there. Basically, we are a consultant. Company has decided to implement SAP, right? They have put a control through field status. What are the required fields? What are optional? What are suppressed? Right? Now they want to put additional control. What amount they can post? What is the maximum discount they are allowed to give? Right? This is what they can. So this is called tolerance. Right? We can create different tolerance group and assign it to different set of people. The people who are in top hierarchy, they have more rights. Right? Here, what we are saying, amount per document. This is the maximum amount they can enter. Right? We can have right now we are not typing any groups. We can create groups and give those groups to the basis consultant, and he can embed those group with a person's profile. So they will have access to post an amount up to certain level, right?
Group means end user codes, like as you said.
Okay, I'll give you an example to explain this, right? You three are working as an account assistant, right? He is working as an accounts manager, right? You have a right. I have created a group and assigned that group to all three of you, right?
Okay.
Where you have rights to post a document up till £100,000. Right? Whereas he has got right, he can post a document up till £1,000,000, right? Because he has got more right. So through having those groups, a business will have a control the way the document are going to get posted. So they know, they understand the hierarchy, the way people are working, who has got what rights, right? So they can control who can post a particular document to which level, what is the maximum discount is allowed. So those kind of things which we can control through tolerances, right?
So here group means the function hierarchy in the organization. Like he is one step up in a hierarchy. Yeah. So he is group one, we are group two.
Yes.
Here you are assigned a tolerance for group one. Like he has got, he can have some more rights to give some
No, no,
more discount
here-
to past entry,
True.
isn't it?
Yeah, that is true. But here we are not creating any group. When you don't mention any group, this is applicable to all the users, right? But if on top of that, if I want to create a group, if I mention a group name here, and then give this group to the basis guy, right? You have a user account training one, right? He can then in your role, he can embed that particular group, right? So that you will have access to the transaction which is mentioned on your group only. But since we are not putting anything under group which is applicable to all the users, right? Also, it says amount per document and amount per open item account item. Amount per open item account item. What is the difference between these two? Amount per document, amount per open item document. When we created a GL account, see, it's all brainstorming. Technical work is not much. Here, we have got three options. We have discussed line item, open item. What if we don't tick both of them? Right? What if we don't tick both of them? Why we need to do that?
If the the GL account is open, meaning we are not closing the GL account at the end of the year. It is, we have to keep it is open line.
No, we need too many line
Cover
items
power.
to. If we have to tick line item display, otherwise, if we don't do it for every single entry, when we check, it will be shown separately or something like that.
There is no line.
Open line
And when we click on open line, it will show each and every line item.
in our PLN account.
Yes, same like when you see any statement or anything, it will sort by the posting date, line wise.
No, I'm not talking about posting sort key. I'm talking about this line item and open item.
Line item.
Like in Excel, we have everything in a row or in a key.
Yes.
Yeah. The same way, if we need data, that's why we take line.
Yeah, absolutely. In which condition we don't need even line item?
For certain accounts, you said
Internal account.
no.
When the account is not
Like I think
compensated.
balance sheet and
Sundry creditors,
Sundry creditors and
creditors,
creditors.
right?
Reconciliation.
Because the other modules which we are going to cover, accounts payable, receivable, asset accounting, they are called sub-ledger account. The balance sheet and profit and loss which you create, it is completely based on GL account only. So how does the sub ledger reflects to the GL? Through reconciliation account, right? So what happens? We will create another GL account later on. Just remember this, right? What happens? Imagine you have millions of customers and you are doing millions of transactions. So how those transactions reflect to the GL level? It is through a reconciliation. Whatever transaction happen, imagine you have 10 customers. Whatever transaction you do, you send them an invoice, they are paying you. The copy of the same transaction goes to reconciliation account, right? And that sundry debtors or creditors GL account which you will create will have millions of entry. At the end of the year, all you are interested to know what are your sundry debtors and creditors, right? You don't want to know what are the line items because it makes your table very huge. Because since all the data is getting copied from account receivable into this one particular GL account, so in that case you don't want line item, you just want balance, right? Are you getting
Yeah.
me? So that's why we don't take line item, right? When we take line item, when we need lines, like you said, and then further on, when we do open item, when we need to do open item,
For the profit and loss.
I have given, if just to remind you, I have given that example, banking example, like check I have written, bank reconciliation. If you remember last time,
Carry forward, like suppose if it comes,
The
if it's
it's for the transaction we did it, like for example we paid the check but it's not clear in the bank. So that is what we want for the
see the way it works, right? I will use my book.
Give me the water. Jugaad, eh?
Okay, I need my marker. So, okay. Does anyone have tried to understand this note, and have you, those who are not from accounting or those who are from accounting but lost a bit of touch in accounting, have you made an attempt to understand the basic rules of account?
Yes.
Who is working in finance here right now? Can you please raise your hand? You're working, not working in finance.
No.
HR.
Yeah.
Have worked in the account at least. You work
Work
in
or academics in accounts here. Academics.
You can say yeah.
Yeah.
So, what happens is I'm sending a check to my vendor. Right? So, what will be the double entry? Imagine a vendor is XYZ. Right? I send a check to vendor. So, according to the rule, you need to tell me the data entry. What will be the double entry?
Bank credit.
Sorry?
XYZ debit bank credit.
XYZ debit. Why it is debit?
Is it
Receiver.
Taker, right? That's why it is 1000 pounds. And instead of bank, what I'll do? Checks payable, credit 1000. Why I do this? Because this needs to be confirmed by bank. The check has been submitted. Right? There is a regular task they are doing in a big company. They have to do it every single day. Bank reconciliation. Your balance should match bank balance. What are the discrepancies are there? You need to be aware of why it is. If there is a difference, why there is a difference, right? So in this case, the check which we have issued, right? Payment we have done to vendor. In our organization, we are getting electronic bank statement in the evening, 4 o'clock. Whatever transaction we have done, we get a file from a bank. And they upload that file into SAP system. And what it does, it clears this. It will have another entry, checks payable, debit, and bank credit. So this is the confirmation that bank has received that check and it has cleared that check. So this is the clearing entry. So in one entry we have got this credit, and in another transaction we have got this debit. So it will nullify, right? So in order to clear against each other, you need a clearing account. And to create a clearing account, we need to take that open item management. Then only it can clear against each other. Otherwise, it won't. Right? That's why we have that tick. Open item management. Oops, sorry. So, amount per document means for line item type of GL account. Amount per open item account means what is the maximum amount is allowed for open item managed GL account. Right?
It should be bigger, isn't it?
Sorry?
It should be bigger than the count.
It depends upon business, whatever. There are not set rules. The business will tell you what should be the max. Cash discount per line item. This is the max. You can't cross beyond this. Right? Permitted payment difference. When you receive a payment or when you make a payment, what is the maximum difference you are allowed? If you are under or over paying someone or under or over receiving something, right? This is £100 and 10%, whichever is less, it will consider, right? So, what I want you to do, first thing first, select this KP01, click on copy button, type our company code CW, shall I give you? I will give you a homework now. Yeah. Find out what is this cash discount adjustment. Right? Find this out. Google it and find this out. Write it down, please, everyone. What is cash discount adjusted to in tolerance, in employee tolerance?
Yes, cash discount in employer tolerance.
Yes.
In this thing, there is no copy option coming.
It's not coming. Hit enter. Hit enter first. So now all of you hit enter and click on save.
No,
Go back and
still
do
not.
it. Just go back and do it.
Is it saved? Transport request number generated?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done.
See, GL is the most lengthy module. Once you understand GL, account receivable payable is not that difficult.
I wish so.
Completing and understanding are two different things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we need to understand that.
Understanding is very important. You can simply create GL, but you don't understand the significance of each tab. You know field status can control, but you don't know the posting key is also there. Document type can also control data entry.
Come up with, right? The bottom is entry saved. Go back.
Shall I try to give answer this one?
Yes.
Yes. Discount.
No, I will. I want an answer next.
Next week. So everybody can
I want you
practice.
to do thorough research before you answer.
No, I just something coming on my brain.
I already have one HCL node ready for it, which I will share next week. But I want you to research.
From the notes.
Okay. The next step which we are doing is for document splitting. Right? What is document splitting?
So, I think when we create an invoice, so that will be one document. But when we take a payment, there might be possibility that I need to pay a certain amount and he will give me a credit note for the rest of the amount. So one invoice will be set against two different documents. One is credit note and one is payment. So that is splitting. I don't know. That
In a
might-
vague term, splitting means what you are saying, but document splitting is a concept, right? It's a new GL. SAP came up with something called new GL, right? Listen to this very carefully, right? Very agile, all of you, right? Don't be. So, in new GL, there is a company which is a multinational company, has got operations on more than 20 countries. Now they have to follow certain norms. UK GAAP, US GAAP, IFRS. There are accounting norms for different countries and they have to follow certain rules. I'll give you one example. For UK, you can depreciate up to 25% of your electronic asset in first year. That is what is allowed as per the law. Right? So every country has got this kind of different law. Based on that, accountants are there to save the money. The chartered accountants are there to save money and make money. Right? You must have heard what that company. What's the competitor of Costa? Starbucks. Starbucks was not paying any taxes in UK. That was a big news. Though they had millions of pound turnover, but they were not paying any taxes in UK. Right? So what document splitting does? What is new GL first of all? In new GL, you can maintain parallel ledger as per the different accounting norms. Right? As per the UK norms, as per the US norm, as per the IFRS. The same one GL, right? It is called the GL which we normally maintain in SAP. We call it leading ledger, and then you have non-leading ledger or parallel ledger. So based on the different accounting norms, it will parallelly maintain the GL accounts, right? What is document splitting? In document splitting, if I have a company, just one company code, right, and I'm selling laptops, projectors, and I'm selling mobile phones, I have got 10, 12 different electronic items, right? And now I have got two different profit center in controlling, right? I want to see a balance sheet for projectors, right? If I have got projector as a profit center and laptop as a profit center, right? Profit I can see easily, that's not a problem. But what if I want to see a balance sheet, right? And for that we need a document splitting, right? Why we need document splitting? Because the data flows in controlling module for P&L based GL account only. It doesn't flow for balance sheet. Right? So at this level, I'm sure because I have to go too much into detail, but you understand for the balance sheet purpose we need document splitting, right? And we have to follow one step. Why? Because new GL is activated in our server. Right? Since it is activated, we have to follow one step. And when we address new GL, I will explain this thoroughly. Because right now I have to go down into controlling how it works, what is cost center, why P&L is only flowing into controlling, why balance sheet is not flowing. Right? So let's keep it simple. Follow the path, document splitting, financial accounting new, general ledger accounting new, business transactions, and document splitting. Yeah,
No, that's okay. Business strategy.
So in the financial accounting new, where should I go?
general ledger accounting new, sorry, is financial accounting new, general ledger accounting new, business transaction,
Financial accounting new, general.
document splitting. As you can see on my screen, all the triangles which are upside down, just follow those triangles
Classify GL.
and then click on classify GL account for document splitting.
Masking work area.
Financial accounting new. Ledger.
So in real world,
Close it back up.
we really do this, follow the same process, but
General accounting.
as per the blueprint, we need to understand it
New.
as well. Actually, what we are
Even to
doing.
create the blueprint,
General ledger.
how do you
we
create
got
the
that.
blueprint?
Business
Based
transaction.
on the discussion you have, as is to be analysis,
You
gap
click on that
analysis you do.
triangle.
Based
So
on
that is
you create.
also Fico
Okay,
consultant's job
and
to
then
create the
we're
blueprint.
gonna go to document. Sorry,
Yes.
document splitting.
But when a company is changing to SAP, that they
Business
want SAP.
transaction. Business
So
transaction.
when someone is going, when one SAP
Okay,
consultant is
document
going
splitting.
to prepare the blueprint, what's the team size? Say it's
Depends upon the project.
say it's
We move to the second one. One second.
like
Moves on
MNS.
to the
What will be the
classified GL account.
team size
Yeah,
to prepare the
classified GL
blueprint?
account.
Well, it depends. I have got certain
Say it's
examples.
City University.
City Uni is not that huge, but I know with all they had 60 consultants
Yeah, it's
working under implementation. And right now BAT, in BAT they have 15 people just working on data migration, moving data from old system into new system.
So
15
again, to
consultants.
prepare the blueprint, we are only learning this configurations side so far. So in the blueprint, when we're preparing, there is a set of questions which is designed by SAP, and we just follow that.
Yes, you get answer to those questions. Based on that, you do as is to be analysis and gap analysis. And then after doing all these three things, you will create your blueprint. And blueprint, there is no one consultant is doing it. It's like a principal consultant who gathers information from different people and he creates one. So everyone has
So
got
after 8 years of your experience, if you were there to create a blueprint for the one company, where your employer will put you at what position? So I'm just thinking that if as a consultant I'm getting the first job where my role
lead
is to create the
our
blueprint.
team is small. We are 10 altogether, including my manager. Right? I have got 3 people working along with me. Right? So I have done end-to-end life cycle implementation at City. So I'm the one who have written the blueprint and all that. So business, since the chart of account was there, we are using same chart of account for all different company code. It makes my life easier. It's not that difficult. So let's move on. Click on. It's a topic for another day. We will have special topics when we finish training. When we do project, we will have these kind of sessions. Classify GL account for document splitting. Type your chart of account CW01 if it is not there. Click the green tick. Click on new entry. Do you remember your range, the one which you have created when you created account group? So 100,000 till 1999 is
Yeah.
your income,
Yeah.
right? So type the same here. 100, I think 5 times 0, right?
Yep.
1999. Here, choose the drop down for category. Select revenue here. This is our income, right? 12199 is income. You guys are sure? Select revenue. Then 2 5 times 0 29999. Select expenses. Expenses. Then 3 5 times 0 here select balance sheet account, top one. Make sure you select from the drop down, don't manually type it will create problem.
See, if we made a mistake and saved, can we go back and edit
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you can.
It's not letting me to type it. Okay, let me just enter it.
Sorry?
It's not letting me to select that number.
When
So
I
zero,
select
zero,
the
one.
number.
Yeah. So if I click on, double click on that.
Okay, come out of it. Yeah. Hit enter again. Scroll up. Now it will.
Okay, thank you.
Any problem?
Got it. Thank you.
So why is it not for balance?
And there's another asset in the drop down.
It is there, but you need to select balance.
No, because save balance. So
I don't know why.
save is
Why do we have to select balance sheet?
Sorry?
Why do you have to select balance sheet? Because it's got another 07 as assets in the drop down menu.
Do you know the split 32399? We assign it to assets.
Yes.
Why we select category as a balance sheet?
Balance sheet, because this is the way document splitting works, and I don't want to discuss new GL right now. That's the topic when we finish FI and controlling. Right? I can explain for half an hour, but it won't. It will evaporate.
So is it May or September?
September.
what
May.
May.
Who's that? Is it
Asking my age.
balance sheet?
is actually your birthday.
So the last row is 40004999. Again, select the balance sheet.
Again balance sheet, yeah?
Balance sheet. See, in our case, we just generalize all the assets as assets, but you can classify assets into many things. Right? Your stock is your asset. Right? Your fixed asset is an asset. So the asset which you are talking about, it is purely for fixed asset. Right? So we simply divided GL into 4 categories and we have created. Right? In normal companies, I mean, we just have 4 groups, but usually you have about 9, 10, 15 groups. Right? Shareholders, fixed asset, stock, they have different GL groups within that. Right? Click on save button. Green tick.
We are still saving everything under the same ticket.
Transport request.
Yeah.
We
So-
can save in a different transport request, but right now let's keep it simple. Just bang everything under one transport request.
So when we do the homework on that time, I mostly change the homework transport request. Is it fine?
This is a very good practice, I would say.
Yeah,
It is always good to create your changes into new transport. But again, having said that, that will make your VMware size bigger, because each time when it is creating new transport request, and it will make your database size bigger.
Okay. I'm creating some and so far.
Okay. Now we can do a document posting.
Document posting.
Yes. Now we are going to do what end user does, right? So far, whatever we have done, the end user activity was only one, GL account creation.
Yep.
That we don't do as a consultant. Right? End user does. Now we are going to do a posting using those GL account. So you can open another session. Go to FS00. Select this drop down. Click on this drop down menu as I'm doing it on my screen on FS00.
I got cash accounts.
You need to change the number.
That's fine, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You just click drop down, it will come up all your.
Here, click on this button. Click on GL account description in chart of account. Sorry, on company code, not on chart of account. GL account number in company code. Right? Can you see company code here now?
Yeah.
Type CW star instead of CW01, CW star, which is a wildcard character.
I'm getting language option. Am I in the wrong place? Language key option.
Just
Oh, okay, this one. Okay, I was one place down.
And click on the green tick.
Still working on it.
Are you still getting the language?
No, actually I selected the bottom option. It was GL account description.
I also got the language.
You're working on homework, so it will come by default.
CW star.
CW star.
Change it first, yeah?
Yes, it does.
Sorry, what we did after I forgot.
Here, CW star instead of 01, CW star, and click on the green tick. I want you to see the GL which you have created, all the GL account, right? So this will bring the list of GL account which you have created.
Yes.
Can you see all your GL accounts?
Yeah.
So, do you have travel?
Yeah.
Travel, and do you have rent as well? And cash account? So we will do a posting. Now we know what are the GL which we have created, right? So travel is 2001 and cash is 3000. Any problem, Manish?
It's just loading up.
How to do CW star?
Yeah.
CW star. How to do it?
It's on chart of account.
Dictionary.
This is done.
If I find it, I will just. Maybe this, no, this is right.
No, that's done. No, it's here, 8.
8.
Here, 1 second. So you need to put control 8. There you go.
No values
And then?
in this section.
That's it. And then press this tick button.
For me, I have to do so much harder because I change every time homework to class.
Okay.
I've done so much homework with class. Now from here,
Created one.
No, from here. How did he go here? Yeah, I mean, it's just to identify what kind of accounts that you have. Once you know, you can just click tick and then, I mean, you can just close that. Yeah. Yeah, we just have to wait for it. Yeah.
next time, you are not allowed to sit anywhere else.
Yeah, but basically, if he can able to like do the whole design, yeah,
He can maybe stick it.
yeah, if he can do the basically the designs, yeah. I mean, the design is simple. All he wanted is just he wanted circle, SKM, like, and then those blah blah those taxes. Which if he can get the sizes, get into the ladder, get the board sizes, the whole sizes, put it in a Photoshop. Yeah, put it in a Photoshop. Choose the color that they want.
It's not his job.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is, if I don't have any like much labor, I could do from 145. 145. I just like make the sticker. And give it to you.
Funny enough.
I think he can't do it, and even that Kishori can't do it as well.
Photoshop is
Even I
Yeah, I was not doing it.
okay. But you can stick it. If I somehow just stick it, you'll be able to stick it. I mean, all you need is just a ladder. Clean up the header board, and then peel off the sticker. The whole complete thing is a long 3 meter. So you need to do bit by bit. Yeah, get into the ladder, and then just peel off like 20 centimeter.
But if someone is spending little money to make the stickers, I think if there is a gap or something, then the stickers you can't really fix it.
That is true. See, that's the thing. Like
So
we said,
we need professionals.
yeah, that's the thing. So if you want to,
What was the otherwise like full bill, full
LSMW.
service?
no, I know they'll charge maybe. If I don't have to take the header off.
There's a software called Resettle in the market.
Normally, I charge
Yeah. LSMW is like
travel expenses.
quite lengthy task. 14 steps you have to do. You need to have a CSV file,
That's how you make
then you
money.
can upload that file through using those 14
Price
steps.
is 380.
But with WinShuttle,
But it's
it
even
records
less.
your transaction
£140 if he has
and it
all
creates the
the
mapping
SPR.
with Excel.
You need to get
And all you need
get
to
the
do is
size,
copy
you
paste
need
your
to
data
design
into
it,
that
and
Excel.
then
He
I'll
can't
And then
design
when you
that
click
for sure.
upload it,
I'll
upload
do the design.
all the data.
And then he just need to select
So
one
there's no
day.
direct
And then you need to peel
from
it off
Excel.
and stick
They
it.
need to have WinShuttle.
Maybe you
Yeah,
can do a
LSMW.
peel off.
Because it's not just real. You might need to do it for customer, vendor,
Don't
asset.
wait for me
There
to
are
say
n number of
he's
different
going to do
transactions.
this or that.
That's the reason
No, no,
why
ask me because he asked me.
standard modes we have.
No, I totally understand. No, because he asked me.
For me,
You
I-
ask him. There's an
On
option.
my screen, there is not shows travel.
And
The one that shows
You
you.
might not have created travel.
No, I create everything. To be very honest, I create homework account as well. Couple of them. I need to change everything.
Okay. Did you see W star?
Yeah. But after I need to change that because earlier I saw that
No pointer.
it's not working.
Oh, don't buy wireless mouse. It's laced.
CW star.
Again, I don't
Sorry?
No, I was just telling him, don't buy wireless mouse.
Star.
control.
Your travel account.
It's there
is
traveling.
It's just a different description. That's it.
Yeah, it's a different description.
Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed. Open another session. Who has gone on? Anit.
So that CW star is just to view it. We haven't done anything.
No, we haven't done. I want you to see the GL which you have created. Right? On the GL
So this
master,
is
we
the
have seen
only
the whole
part,
list.
or this is the only way to see the GLs.
There are few other transactions.
You have created CW01. We haven't added all these things. So we haven't assigned all these things to, document state and all these things in the.
We have assigned the range.
Yeah.
So this GL, this particular GL fall under that range. Now create another session.
Keep this open.
Keep this open. Click on accounting. See, this is easy access end user screen we are in. So what end user does? Goes to accounting, financial accounting, general ledger. Then what should be the option next? Posting, right? We are posting a document. Posting.
This end user screen is looking like an old school. The end user screen is looking like an old school screen. I mean, in the modern days, and screen is not.
SAP came up with few things like screen personas, Fiori apps.
It's not like a highly resolution, or it's like it's not bright to see. Like, oh yes.
No, the updated version is
Yeah, it's not
different.
Yeah, it's probably user friendly, but not attractive.
It's not even user friendly.
Don't
Not,
you feel so?
not user friendly. SAP is business friendly, not user friendly.
Wow.
Because they want it to be fast,
They
isn't
don't
it?
want to
So
listen
that's
anything
why.
against it. That's cool.
Are you having problem?
This thing is taking a time to go.
No.
FB 50. We are working on FB50. Yeah.
FB50.
If you put that, if you put that FB50 on that code,
Yeah,
it
that
will come on
will
that
go.
screen.
You are getting it.
Next week I know at least 50.
So today itself we are practicing. Once we will post the document, I'll ask everyone to practice. Because without this, there is no point going further.
Almost I done so much practice. Trust me, last night, whole night, I can't sleep so far. I just done so much practice.
Yeah, this one. Enter GL account document here. Are you on the same screen? Yeah?
What is this for?
This is for the post doing a journal entry, document entry. Right? The entry we will do traveling. For traveling, we are spending £100. Right? So traveling debit 100, cash credit 100. Simple one entry. Right? Travel debit 100, cash credit 100. So the first thing first we do a document date. Right? So select today's date. 7th of September. Then here select the GL account. You all got to make sure your company code is flashing here. Can you see your company code CW01?
End user, they can change the currency.
Yeah, they can. If it is a document in foreign currency, they can. If you want to restrict it, you have that control. So GL account, select your traveling GL account, click on the drop down menu. This thing will come up. Here also CW, remove 01, CW star. hit enter, select your traveling account. Are you with me?
But even if we know the number, we can put it manually.
Yeah, you can manually type.
We need to fill this all.
Tina,
Yeah,
are you a bit behind or have you selected
yeah.
GL account?
Always when you search.
Select debit here.
Can you punch that date manually by yourself, or do we have to select by
No, you can punch it manually as well. But you
That
need to
calendar
put
is
a
horrible,
dot.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
Dot. You need to put a dot.
Sorry, boss, I know you don't like that thing, but yeah, that calendar is horrible. You really
Calendar
love
is
that, you know, you don't want to listen anything wrong.
No, I don't mind, to be honest.
I know you don't mind, but from somewhere you
It's-
always
it-
come
it-
to
it
defend,
is-
you know, the way.
I doesn't hold 51% share of this company, so I don't mind.
You're working on CLF.
Give some time. Give some time.
Have you installed any software in your machine recently?
No.
Because last time it was fast, today
Okay,
it's
because
misbehaving. Today it's misbehaving.
Chris, so another one for him now, like
But that many companies.
Okay, that's the debit.
Today said 07.
Okay, select debit here. Debit. 100, type 100 here on the amount. And then again here on GL, select cash account. Again CW star. Cash account, credit 100.
So is everything we need to do it manually like this? If we type debit 100 and then need to go and credit 100.
You can set up a variant. You can set up a variant for transaction. Certain things can be default.
Like for
And-
example, if the traveling expense debit means if we select the cash, then automatically goes 100 pound as a credit.
See, in ideal world, journal transactions are only accessible to particular group of people only, like chartered accountant or senior people. Because normally AR, AP people, purchasing people, they are doing their own transactions. And this is purely journal when you are debiting a GL account and crediting a GL account. Whereas in AR, you are dealing with customer vendors. In that case, there are lots of options. But in case of raising journal, you have to manually do it. So, have you got the same as your screen is matching my screen? Now click on document menu here and click on simulate.
okay, because
Posting
we need
period.
this
Posting period is not open. What shall I do? This is a ticket.
September is we need to open it
Open
because
it out.
last Sunday was 31st August.
He's so excited. Look at his face.
You know why? Like came last night, so I remember. So that's the good thing. Practice Saturday night, you'll be happy in this class.
Okay, now we had a problem. How do we resolve the ticket?
You can open
Go
it
to
now.
posting key and open that 5
Yes.
to 5. We'll change it to 6
So how
to 6.
you can open a posting period?
We'll have to go through the notes.
Okay, I'll give you the T code. OB52. Type on another session OB52. 52.
No, it won't do.
Posting period. So September is period what?
6.
April is period 1. April, May, June, July, August, September. Period 6. So we need to open period 6 here. For each of these items, open period 6.
All the CW0.
You can, it's okay if you can do it for plus. Plus means everything, right? You don't have to maintain the rest of the row, but let's do it for each row.
Is it not 6 to 6? Shall we not? Because we don't want to enter anything in August. So shall we do 6 to 6?
Because since, see, we are on what they do normally, when the month end is done, they keep that
Open
period
for some-
open till another 5-6 days. Normally, in real world, only one period is open at a time, right?
Because when you created this period, we are in the month of August. Because now it's September.
September. Yes, exactly. Have we done? Have you all done 6, Tina?
Yes.
Save it. And make sure you have done it for CW01, not for some other posting period variant. Right? Like I have done it for CW01.
Now
Save.
we can change the key request, the the number.
Transport
And
request.
Transport
number.
request number, and we can put like we change the posting.
Yeah, you can create
open
new.
that thing. Yeah.
Transport request answer.
Or I will, yeah, we can, but I will leave as well.
Okay.
Have you all saved the changes?
Yes.
Bijal?
Yep.
Yep.
Farhan? Now, the problem is you have to start from scratch again. It won't let you post even though if I do. No, it will. It will. Sorry.
You have to go back and
No, it will. Try to do a simulate. Document, simulate again.
The entry is required in the text field account.
Yeah.
What it's saying, because since we left that text field required,
Yeah.
right, it is forcing you to type the text field. So you can say testing or whatever, travel expense.
But my one, I think it goes through because they are asking reference and
You need to click simulate. So it
yeah, I
got,
done it.
um,
I done it. After 10 minutes,
He
come
must
to
have not done
the
required.
you
He must
need,
have
yeah,
not done required.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, because you haven't done it before. Calendar and pre-save.
Yeah, that's, you haven't done it, simulate, my friend.
There's
just
one
done it
icon
earlier.
there as well. Simulate.
Document,
Yeah.
simulate.
That will be saved. So because
For
your
you-
text in this one.
That's funny, no?
Make the SAP as a full screen. I mean, the VMware as full screen, so you could see the taskbar
The full screen one.
for VMware.
Amul le lo.
You should be able to see the task.
First line support.
Let me come to your side.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
getting quite uncomfortable for you.
No, that's fine.
So, document,
And save for बाकी.
simulate. Number range 01 is missing in 2014. I haven't copied your number range properly, sir. Okay, now once you have typed it, go to that document simulate again.
Okay, I know.
It's done now.
Yeah, it's done. It's showing you the screen. Just stay there.
How do you know that I didn't do the number then?
As it says in company.
This text
The other
field
one is
is
missing.
unticked.
So as I can see,
we need to go to that particular account and
got
make
too
the
many
text field
sessions
required. It is right now is suppressed.
OVE7
See,
Now
you see what I mean? Right now it's suppressed, so you don't see it.
Why are you not able to save it? No, what we are
start practicing and start.
Let me check.
shall we meet on Thursday?
What is it?
That's it, it's saved. Did you get a chance?
Yes, A.
The group you can do one company for yourself.
No, that's why we create a group company like Lakeside Limited.
Yeah.
We create because we
As I can see, the number range might not be here for CW
Lakeside. So we create a
01.
for
I click here on interval.
Like you can see the homework company. Everything what I'm doing, I just
Now copied from something else. So what we need to do is
Canadian
P01.
Amount tolerance, we did it earlier, I think you didn't say that.
Why one is not coming?
Or maybe the company code was different.
Okay,
Sorry.
He's getting the kind of no unlimited internet. There is no tax as also we need to make the tax fund required for this particular GL account.
Is
It must have not saved it.
first thing first, I need to remove the one which I have.
Manish bhai, is this all like, like this?
I don't know. Document number ranges were missing in his case. The number ranges which we assigned to document type SA was missing. So have to copy the number range again. So when I click on this simulate, it gives me the double entry before posting what we are posting, right? Prior to saving this, posting this document, system is giving us this option at what will be the entry. If there are any correction, we can do it, right? So what we are doing, travel posting key 40 means debit,
Yeah.
and 50 is credit, right? So travel 100, cash 100, right? Travel debit 100, cash credit 100. So your debit total should match your credit total, right? For double entry, as you may know. Now click on the post button.
Sorry, post? What did
Yes,
you click
post.
to this?
Save.
Save button.
Against this simulator.
Post. And at the bottom you will notice the document number will be generated.
No item category assigned to account.
Document splitting.
Was posted in.
Posted?
Document was posted in company code.
Yeah, can you see the number?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
10000.
first entry, at the bottom. Save again.
Can you
Okay, it must have come here.
can you see the print view? What it's gonna look like?
Yeah, it must have come there. I think you
That's what we did, simulate.
the one which is blank.
The same type is gonna be printed out.
Yeah, you can print. See, all you need to do, if you want to do a screen print, there is an
No,
option.
it's not talking about the screen print.
Yeah.
Normal print without the borders and everything.
Which borders you mean?
No, when you do screen print, it's gonna come everything. What
Yes.
you go in screen. But I just need that those two transactions.
entries.
Current and business.
Then do simulate and do a screen print. Here, see, there is an option here, hard copy. When you click on hard copy, it will print whatever is there on your screen.
Just done two. Same. So you go to 2999. So those one was missing, so it didn't allow you to save. Save.
So we should know how exactly the end user will enter the details. But we not necessarily need to know of any transaction exactly how it's going to be debit, credit. So if there is any mistake, it's a financial entering mistake, isn't it? It's not a
Nothing to do with us.
it's nothing to do with us. But they may contact us to revoke it or change it, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
So, but in that case, do we need to know that your debit and you should have put debit and you put credit? This is how it is.
In
This
that
is
case,
what-
first line of support need to ask what's the actual problem and they realize it. So they don't give us this headache. That's what I believe.
Say again.
Forget man. That is something.
Sorry, going back to your question.
So, say they put the wrong debit and credit, okay, and their balance sheet or something is.
They know
coming.
how to reverse it as well. They know how to reverse it. They
So
can reverse.
we need to know what they do, but say I'm not very clear on some transaction. I mean, maybe later on I'll understand together. But at this moment, I don't know if certain entry comes in, what will debit, what will credit. But I know this is the place they will enter it. So if they have entered it wrong, it is their job to sort it out, the debit and credit. That won't come to SAP consultant, Fico consultant to
No, it won't.
change the account entries.
No, it won't come to us.
Because in that case,
It's a
we'll have to
functional
learn
issue,
full
not
account.
technical issue. They should know what they are doing, debits and credits. Right?
And on the interview, they will not ask those questions as well, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Would
I'm
they?
going to accept it.
Don't worry, I will have
Okay.
special accounting session. Don't worry about accounting.
Okay.
If you mistakenly put credit instead of debit, it's not going to accept it in submission of the because it's not right. Again.
Okay, now, has he done? Or it's still doing?
What time will what time will finish?
Once the document is generated,
Same
it
time.
means
1:30, 2 o'clock.
the next it will be
Because much છોકરાની આજે બાબરી કરવાની છે.
Number of
Sunday.
yeah, 2 1
1:30 for you.
For me, 1:30 is fine. I mean, you said we'll do a practice later on. So, in that, maybe I can skip the last 20 minutes.
Are you asking me or you're telling me?
No, I'm requesting. I'm requesting. Not asking, not telling, I'm requesting.
Okay, is it done?
Acquisition form required.
Okay, guys, please pay attention.
This is new. This is done today.
So, write down T codes. I will give you the list of T codes. 4 or 5 of them, not more than that. End user T code to create GL FS00. GL FS00. For document posting FB50. FB Freddy Bravo 50, right? And then to view the document FB03, the document which we have just posted, how we can view it, for that FB03, and to view a line item for the whole GL account, to view the line item data for GL account FBL3N. FBL3N.
Give me the line item data.
Yes, FBL3N. Freddy Bravo Lima 3 November. Right? So, first thing first, since we have posted this document, come out of it.
Sir, before we proceed, we can link one GL account to many number of company codes, right? So when I have posted this document, it says me that document number is posted for so and so company code. if it is linked to many number of company codes, will it show me CW01, 2, 3, 4?
No, because you have posted only on that particular company code. Right? Though the chart of account is saying that GL only belongs to this company code. Right? So the GL belongs to CW01 only.
What if the same GL is linked to many?
Chart of account you can assign it to many company codes. Right? So what I'm saying. This is our FS00. Right? First tab belongs to chart of account. Right? Second and third tab belongs to company code. Right? When you do a data entry using this GL account, the system is asking you for company code. Without company code, it won't let you do any posting. Right? So when you post a document, that goes against a particular company code.
Right, that is going to company code. Okay.
So what I want you to do, come out of it and go to the easy access again and type the transaction which I have told you just now, FB03. FB03. Can you see the number which you have just posted? Hit enter. FB.
FB.
Yeah, in here we can take the printout.
Yeah. So this is the double entry. Right? The posting which we have done. Now the third transaction is FBL3N. So with FB0 through you can only view a particular document. But with FBL3N you can see all the entries of that general ledger account, that GL account. FBL3N.
This is the document number, our number came now. Once you go back, you can see the document. Now you can see the document how this FPL.
Click on all items.
Sorry, where is it? All items?
It's here.
The second
radio
icon.
button. Click on all items. Can you see the GL account automatically populated? The last one which we have used. And
Yours will be
company.
3001. Yeah.
Go to the.
My
It
one
will
is
come up
300.
automatically, whatever the last.
3001.
No.
My one is used
No?
3.
Yeah.
It's fine. Whatever comes up, whatever you have posted last time with.
Nothing.
It's blank.
Yeah, it's blank.
Don't worry, select it from the drop down.
Oh God.
Select the stationery from the drop down, like this, CW star and select your
GL account. Drop down.
GL account. Travel.
Create stationery.
Now click on this execute button. Tina, click on this execute button.
This is the execute button.
Yeah.
This is called line item display. If you don't take line item display on GL, this won't come up. This entry won't be there.
I am not on that screen. Again. Say so.
The complicated error. Just put 001.
Can you see this entry? Yes. Tina, can you see this entry?
No.
Alpa, can you see?
Yeah.
Palak,
Yeah, I resolved the one ticket. That's
Oh,
it.
yes.
he did it.
Yeah.
He fixed the issue.
Yeah.
Resolved.
It means that
No. Is it charging for you? Because it's not. My laptop is not charging.
I think
No,
one of the
connected.
this socket has got problem.
Okay.
So you can take out one of
You should.
So this is working. It's just the clicks have been broken. But
Okay.
the mouse is working.
Do you have any questions so far?
What is SA here?
You want one? Shall I order one?
Type as A.
Which one?
Type as A.
Did you?
Document type.
Document.
Document type.
That is 40.
Posting is it?
No, PK is 40. Posting key is 40.
Okay, no, but then what is
Okay.
Document type.
Okay,
This one,
so it's
type,
supply-
document, SA.
Supply or something or something like that. Okay.
You mean this type? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is document type. This is purely GL transaction. For GL we have SA document type. Right, I'll show you.
GL.
General ledger asset.
These are different document type. Document type are different business transaction. So when you do a posting of via FB50, SAP automatically defaults document type SA, which is here. This is the document type, right? So it automatically defaults that document type, and so this is a line item report. Now the question remains how we can view balance, right? So far what we have done, we have created GL account, we have done posting FB50, FB03 we can view particular document. Yeah, are you still here or
No, no,
you
I'm
have
here.
reached home? It looks like.
No.
Okay, and then FBL3N to do a line item report. So the example which we have taken, what if it is a sundry creditors and debtor account? In that we are not taking even line item display on master read. In that case, you can't see that report here, right? For that, we have another transaction code called FS10N. This is for GL balance. FS10N. Type that transaction.
What is the function, sir? This report.
FS10N.
So the GL.
GL balance. This will give you balance. If you click on this after typing FS10N, you will see your GL will be defaulted, the one which you have used. Click on the execute. Can you see the balance? So this is what end user does. Creates a GL account, does the posting, view the report, view that particular document, does a lot of other things, but we just today we are just doing till this much. Okay, now what I want you to do, create another company code, all of you AB01, right? Start from scratch, and I want you guys to work in group, like two of you should work together. Yeah, close all the sessions and start everything from scratch.
So we log out this one.
No, you don't need to log out. Nothing to do with user account. You can, being a one user, you can create 100 company code. What's the problem?